my faces lined up in a row. Believe I've left no traces of anyone I know. There with the people and out there with the crowd. I've got no final basis to keep my head unbowed. The change is gonna come. It's gonna come. The time has come for making a new place in my head. It's either that or breaking what I've got left instead. There with the people and out there with the crowd. The moment of mistaking, of living a life out loud. A change is gonna come. Oh, it's gonna come. Come for making a new place in my head. It's either that or breaking what I've got left instead. There with the people and out there with the crowd. The moment of mistaking, of living a life out loud. A change is gonna come. That's what I'm talking about. What's going on, Arvocalists? Welcome, everybody. Welcome to the Banner Saga 2 and the final stream of a busy stream day. We often do these Tuesdays once a month where we've got 3 streams going on because we wanted to make sure that we fit in the amazing, awesome, incredible Arvocalists for tonight as we, I think, wrap up the Banner Saga 2. I think we have a good chance of finishing it or being close to finishing it. We'll either finish it or come close and then finish it next time. So we're closing in on the end here. But before we talk more about that, just a quick reminder, you folks know the deal about this. Please follow the channel if you haven't already done so. Please check out the YouTube with !ArvTube, the Discord with !ArvCord. Please check out the Twitter with !ArvTweets. Please tweet out this stream with !tweet and let other folks know beyond the Twitch community what this is all about. Thank you, Dragon. Please check out as well the website, arvanelaron.com. That will give you details about the calendar and schedule and information as well about the Infinity and Beyond D&D podcast, about which more in a moment. And then, of course, the financial ways to support the channel. The shop, the merchandise area, which has Infinity and Beyond stuff, but soon we'll have more than that. ! Arv shop for that. ! Arvtreon for that Patreon, which is currently sitting at $333.96. Trying to build that up again, get back to $350 and past it. That really is kind of the financial backbone of the channel, so that kind of support is always appreciated. And last but certainly not least, the sub button right above that video window. We are back up now to 44 subs. Of course, our record was 71, and then we had a bunch of gift subs that had come, and then some people that obviously dropped. Some of those dropped off this month. So again, every time that happens, some drop off, but some people stick on, and overall the plateaus get higher, which is awesome. But still, we would love to see people get involved and do more of the support of this channel, so you can get those awesome sub badges and custom emotes and all that good stuff that we have here as well. So we've got the Banner Saga 2 coming up for you tonight. Then we have Emberwind coming up on Thursday, and then of course the beginning of ArvCon. I know I have been talking about this absolutely nonstop because it's important to me, and it's important to hopefully the world a little bit. Not in a ridiculous way, but I just mean our little corner of the world. This is our charity event that we do to benefit the Damon Runyon Cancer Research Foundation, and I'm very excited about the lineup that we've got and all that sort of thing, finalizing the last details. But other than that, we have the schedule up there, and I've already talked about it a million times, so I will not go over it again now, except to say you should check the calendar to see the details. It will run from Friday through Sunday, starting Friday the 24th at 4 p.m. and ending Sunday at 9 p.m. Eastern. So a busy day of many, many hours of tabletop entertainment and giveaways and fun and stuff like that, and a number of corporate sponsors and all that kind of good stuff. So please find out more about that. And last, certainly not least, the launch of my graphic novel, Jelinek, the Kickstarter for that by Athos Arts. That is going to be officially launched on June 11th. So I'm very excited about that. And again, more details of that will be forthcoming. But you can type in !Icarus or !Jelinek, Jellinek, if you want to know more about the details of that. And again, we will focus on that fully after this coming weekend. But this weekend, it's all about ArvCon. Thank you, Grifflop. This weekend, it's all about ArvCon. And we will happily take your money. This weekend, it's all about ArvCon. And tonight, it is all about the Banner Saga 2. So I am happy to unmute myself at long last so the folks know they're ready to go. And then I will unmute these lovely people, which does not mean to unmute the game, Greg. It means to unmute them. And finally, to go over to the Arvocalists. As you see, they are here. There are 3 of them. Hopefully, there will be a 4th of them. You should be coming, I hope, at some point. But we have got our crew here, and they are ready to go. And I am very excited to have them. And I will begin, as usual, by talking about the first person who's physically in his place. I'm going to say things like in his place because I'm watching too much British Parliament while I'm doing work. So all these things are like, I'd like to welcome the minister to his place. So I'm going to welcome Mr. Russell Guberman to his place and say,
put me in my place.
Yes, put you in your place. Hey, Russ, how you doing? How's life? And you could talk very briefly about how is it now that you have not 1 but 2 children? How are things settling in with the new child?
I don't know what anyone's talking about. 2 is just way easier than 1 because they keep an eye on each other, and especially when they're a newborn and a 2-year-old.
I was just gonna say,
watch themselves.
Lulu is exactly, yeah. You just throw them in a room and wait for the screaming to stop.
She turned 2. She had a baby brother. She's like, oh man, I better grow up right now, and she did. Lucky for everyone, no problems at all. So it's great.
Interesting. Troubling, but interesting. I believe you, by the way. This is totally believable.
Yeah, everything's fine. As you can tell by my completely quiet and serene surroundings, which will last the entire show for sure.
I have no doubt of it. So have you got any new immediate improv shows or things on the horizon?
Yeah, I'm doing a show tonight, which is why I can only stay for a couple hours.
Yes. That's okay, though, because everyone's in the same boat, including myself. Okay. We are only going to be going for about... I'm planning to go until 12 at the latest, but it could be 11:30 depending on when this game wraps up. So
yeah, I'll have to take off at like 11:15.
Okay,
11,
that's fine. That's fine. Hopefully by then.
That's Drunkards and Dragons. We just did a fun run of shows, including one at Acme Comedy NoHo and another one at the Clubhouse. And so they're in demand. There were a lot of like Game of Thrones hype shows that wanted genre teams and medieval people to be performing at their thing. So we would do.
Yep. Well, that gravy train's drying up now.
I know. Yeah. No more of that. No more fantasy. We're sick of it.
I have to say, by the way, very quick note: if anyone gets a chance to watch Aaron Rodgers, who's the quarterback of the Green Bay Packers, talk about the end of Game of Thrones, because he actually loved the show and he was on it as an extra, like in the last. And for those who don't know, Aaron Rodgers, for those who know sports ball, Aaron Rodgers is one of the great quarterbacks of his generation and a Hall of Famer. And so he loved the show, but he was breaking down for like 2 minutes why the ending was bad. He's like, look, this doesn't make any sense for the following 6 complex reasons and all this. It was very, very funny. So you should check it out because it was very
Look at this blue-haired person.
Yes, and this is,
wow.
I see that little Arv has joined us. Yes, that is.
I said, oh my, you're so big. I can't deal with how big
she's like 5'4", dude. She's like 2 inches shorter than my wife now.
She's so big.
Yeah, it's ridiculous. I keep telling her to slow down, and she's like, no, she's very.
I'm so short.
She's a well-behaved kid, and then she just keeps growing. And I don't understand.
I've never seen her in person, but I expect this is what Billie Eilish looks like. I just keep hearing her name everywhere. So I'm assuming that you look like Billie Eilish.
Yeah, it's a usual parent thing. And no, there's nothing you can do. So, but anyway, yeah, no, that's, I was really cracking up the Aaron Rodgers thing. So, but Russ, it is a pleasure to have you with us. You should check out Russ on his various social media networks, and we'll talk more about that at a later point. Moving right along down the line, though, it's my great pleasure to welcome Little Red Dot, who has not been doing anything today. I mean, it's just, just woke up just now. And,
Literally my first day back
Yeah.
streaming in like 2 weeks. I'm like, back them up next to one another.
So how have you been? How's life? And I know you gave us the skinny of this off air, but do you want to give the brief encapsulated how D&D life was? D&D live was?
Sure. Yep. So I've recently moved. This is why the dot wall is barren, but not for long.
Barren.
So I assure you all, it shouldn't look like that for long if I can get my life out of boxes. But two, I followed a move of my life with a trip out to D&D Live, which was fantastic. My podcast got to perform, which is really cool, alongside another podcast out of Australia called D&D is for Nerds. Pretty big podcast out of there. It was great. Adam ran a little game. We got to play test the new material, which Wizards announced is, Descent into Avernus.
Yes,
Baldur's Gate, Descent into Avernus, which is even more exciting. So yeah, very cool stuff. And I'm home now. My body aches, and I travel, man, in planes. It's killer. And the LA airport has no seats.
I
mean, they put everybody on the floor. I was like, I came all the way from Atlanta to LA, and I got to sit on the floor in the airport.
Yeah. Well, that's listen, if you were not an Atlanta resident, the feeling is unless you're a California resident, you don't deserve really seats. I mean,
is that how it works?
Yeah.
That must be why I sat on the floor for like 5 hours.
Yeah, we're East Coast people, like whatever, right? Like that's
God. So, anyways, D&D Live was great. I'm back at it this week, which is good. I'm picking back up my regular streaming schedule. So yeah, I just had a Witch Girl stream, and things are moving and grooving.
Awesome. I'm very glad to hear it. And you will also be seeing, of course, Dot with me on Masters of the Dungeon, which I need to follow up with everybody about and have not been able to because I've been swamped in preparations for ArvCon, but it will be happening not this week, but next week, of course. So we will talk more about that anon. But always a pleasure to have Dot with us, and I'm glad that you are back safe and sound. And meanwhile, over on the coast that she has just vacated is, in addition to Russ, is our good friend Zach Clay, who has been...
Yes.
busy doing a whole bunch of stuff. Whatever. He was talking to me like, because he's like an English major and he has finals. I'm like, who does English major stuff these days? Like, really? What are you gonna do with English? I mean, but anyway, I am just being facetious. But I hope everything is going well with those things, with those finals. Zach, how's life with you and the universe and all
that? Life is as good as it gets during this time, which is somewhat good, but also stressful, but also good, but stressful. But yes, I'm doing great. Life is great. Just essays, lots of regurgitating my consciousness onto dead trees and handing them to professors. The usual.
Yes.
But anyway, aside from that,
nailing it is what I'm hearing. You're nailing it.
Yeah, you're nailing it.
I am. I've actually been doing pretty well. It's just I have a terrible habit of procrastinating. So, but I've so terrible, in fact, that I've gotten good at it, which is the worst kind of
procrastinator
thing to happen.
But
yeah.
Yep.
Anyway, yeah. So life is good though, and I'm looking forward to the summer. I am very much looking forward to the summer and streaming more and Arvin Eleroning more. That's a verb now, by the way.
Nice. I dig it.
English major can coin verbs.
Yes. It's legit because an English major said it.
That's why I got the degree.
Yeah.
Arvin Eleroning.
Oh man.
to host many fantasy RPG streams at one time. Okay.
Exactly.
But yeah, life is good. And lots of exciting things are on the horizon. But right now, what's on the horizon is the Banner Saga.
The Banner Saga 2.
Chapter 2.
I dig it. All right, let us move over to that spot. I'm going to move you folks over here. I'm going to switch this up. And of course, the minute I do this, as soon as I share the screen and I do this, everything will freeze. So just bear with me for just a second. All right, share. Not the main screen, just the game. There we go. And share. All right, there's that, and now everyone is frozen in place, and that is okay because that is what we have.
Whoa, technology.
Wow.
Yep.
I just watched a compilation of every single Owen Wilson chronological order.
Wow.
So someone edited down every single movie he's ever been in, and then clipped out every single time he said "wow," and then edited it together.
Someone else on Reddit estimated that he got like $125,000 for each WoW based on how much he made for all of those movies.
So his average WoW is worth.
Yeah.
That's good math.
Funny.
Really.
There we go. Just 1 second as I
What?
get the rest
Yeah.
of it.
How is it that one man can make the income of the average? Well, higher than average.
I'm gonna say more than average now.
Yeah, higher than average American just by saying "wow" once.
I know it. We live in a strange, odd society. That's all I can say.
Yeah.
Very strange and very odd. Okay, good. Everything worked actually much faster than I expected it to. Lovely. All right. So let us get into it. I think we're almost done with this, folks. I think we will find out for sure if that is the case. But
Seemed to be really ramping up last time.
yeah, I think we are gonna be there if I'm not mistaken. We are on day 101.
What?
Yep, day 101. Oh,
You left that one evil dredge queen alive, didn't you?
yes.
Yes.
Which I'm hoping is actually going to work, and then
You never told me to unfreeze.
yeah, unfreeze. Oh, sorry, my bad. I don't think they could see you on stream, my love. Right, and we came to this city, and then I just love how the first thing I look up and I'm like, well, so we have 4 renown,
Yeah,
4
we have
supplies, poor morale. So same old. Like basically that's the Banner Saga. Like that's the experience. Okay, I have no idea what I'm supposed to be doing. Oh, the meeting tent. Okay. Before you head towards the large tent, Oddleaf stops you. Now, Oddleaf, I'm sure was Dot, I believe.
Sure.
But I need
I
to
believe that.
Baby.
But I need to look up.
So fresh it is.
Oh
Look how
my-
fresh.
Oh my gosh!
It's so cute.
That is a young human being.
Yay!
This is my 13-year-old son.
the
Little
first
small
appearance of
crazy.
brand new child.
Oh wow.
Wow. What does
Look
the
at
shirt
you.
say? I can't. What does the shirt say?
Says swish and flick.
Swish.
Wingardium Leviosa.
Oh yes. Okay.
Cute.
Oh, it
It's
looks
tiny
adorable.
Harry Potter, baby. Oh my
Ah! They consume his child.
Hey, somebody
eat it.
clip that.
I saw that on Greek mythology, and let me tell you, that's really cute. So he seems like super. Is he super chill? Is that?
He is very chill, as second children tend to be. Yes. He's
Okay.
Chill.
I don't know about that. Is Kaylin super? Yeah. Little Arv is like, yeah, no, her brother is not. That's not.
Okay. This one is.
Mini Arv is
Same
not
reason.
super chill. Congratulations. Hi to Stephanie. All right. Let me see. I was pulling up. This is what I was doing. I was pulling up the Banner
Oh yeah, the
Saga.
characters.
Yes.
Who is this one? This is
Exactly why I'm pulling this up. So she is. Give me a second while I get the.
The opposite of Evenleif.
Yeah,
perfect.
I get it.
Just
That's-
remember that character.
Everything I needed.
Everything I've ever
Mhm.
wanted to know, I learned in that.
Yeah,
phrase.
I learned. Yep, I learned right here in Arvan Eleron.
All right,
Yep.
there
There's
you
your
go.
tagline. Everything you need to know in life.
You are Vanilla on it. All right.
The more you know, except it's not a star, it's Arvin's face just going across.
Great. Me, just my face like going across.
A shooting Arvan.
A shooting
Make
Arvan.
a wish.
The chieftain of Skogar was considered one of the luckier men in town when he wooed the beautiful daughter. So you're a beautiful daughter.
Perfect.
of
Let
a
me
well-known
encapsulate
fighter.
that. first.
These days, most men consider him a lucky man for marrying someone who knows how to run a town. Oddleaf is the classic example of the woman in power running the show behind the scenes. Well, all right.
Swing that scarf up and over. All right. Well then, are you certain you're ready for what could happen out there?
Her worried look is infectious.
The king may be a decent man, but I doubt he's kept his throne by always following the rules.
I'm prepared for whatever the king and clans decide. Sure I am.
Yeah, Jon Snow it.
I
Sorry.
know nothing.
I'm salty.
Pretty
Salty.
accurate. That's
Um,
pretty accurate.
I'm glad to hear the confidence in your voice. Just be careful. I'll be back here with the rest of the clan if you need me.
You smile and make your way past the line of clansmen marking the boundary of the peaceful bit. Also, the peaceful bit, for those of you who missed, is basically the section where the city does not fire arrows at you, because they basically are trying to keep everyone else from entering this town. Like, it's basically the last city, the last refuge, essentially. The voices coming from under the tent are loud, animated. Haken, this is you, Russ.
Bacon, bacon. Yes.
Best we could.
Oh, King Meinolf. I don't think we had this guy. Okay.
New
I
person.
want to be a king.
New person. All right, hold on. A new person has entered.
And yes.
No.
Oh God.
A new
All
person
the-
has
all-
entered.
yes, all the Super Smash Bros. Scenes are flashing back.
King Meinolf is de facto sovereign of all human clans in the world of the Banner Saga,
Whoa.
ruling from the capital of Arborang. He decided, I want to talk about recent events, stats and abilities. What the kick is all about this? He is, it looks like some of this is kind of semi-spoilerish, but he has only one offspring, and his heir to the throne is Prince Luden, and we've actually played him before. So how about I assign this to Zach then? You are now a king, Zach. King,
I've always
King
been the
Zach.
king.
Again,
Yeah.
the place to come is Arvan.
Okay.
It's true. You get
You just got
everything
king
else.
tonight, my
Yes.
friend.
Ah, it feels glorious. Okay.
You've done well. I never thought I'd see my son again.
Well, we've all had easier journeys.
The king's cheerful mood lessens. He's about to say something when he sees you approaching.
Who's this?
This is Alette, and you may remember Alette is the hero of the story, etc.
Right. Greetings, King Meninoff. My name is Alette. I'm from Skorg. Skarg?
Skoger.
Skoger. Close. Sure. Add
I'm
an
from...
extra bunch of consonants. No single vowel.
Luden steps forward. I don't remember. Did we have Russ? I think we may have had you as Luden.
Yeah, I'm trying to remember how I did it.
Me too.
So Luden is obviously
So I'll
the
do
prince.
it.
You know that much.
I'm random.
Luden is, let's see, he is the prince of men. He's next in line to become king of most of the continent. He's not well liked among peers or rivals due to his highborn attitude. Not many will claim that he isn't smart, a well-trained fighter, or lacking courage. And having survived many recent challenges in this particular edition of Banner Saga, his thoughts on leadership are in, quote, disarray.
Okay. Father, this is the Sunder Slayer I told you about.
King Meinolf glances at you and sighs.
Son, you can introduce your pretty country girl later.
Wow.
Oh,
really?
snap.
Dang.
You and Luden both turn red, but you temper your anger as the king addresses Haken. Isn't this not even the right one? Isn't Alette like? Didn't Alette have someone else she was interested in? Not
Yeah,
Luden?
it was what was that guy? The guy who holds the shield all the time.
The guy's
Oh,
the
yeah.
guy's like, I like
Nickel?
you too. Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. Maybe might have been Nickel.
It pains me to hear you've lost so many of your hardy warriors, Sakon. But tell me, where's Jorunder's Kender, Vognir?
That's a lot of Viking
I was gonna
words.
say.
Yeah.
Yep.
Wagner died protecting your son. I was Wagner's Kender. With Jorunder's death at Irontop, I'm king of the few remaining Varl.
The king says nothing, contemplating the news.
Your walls are the last hope for my people. There's no sense in denying it.
I understand. And of course, you'll have refuge here. The least I can do for bringing my son back alive. It'll be tight, but I'm sure we can find a place for you.
Cuts to a montage of all of you like against the wall, just like it's like a bad fraternity party.
He just sleeps outside.
Yeah, exactly.
King Meinolf, Alette here, she's important. She's just as much responsible for the prince's safe return as me. She's quite a few clansmen. She got herself out of an ambush.
Careful, Volking.
Valking sentence.
Careful. This is the human capital, and My generosity is already stretched thin.
Haken looks at you and shrugs.
Tell me, girl, why are you leading an entire caravan of humans and horseborn? Why didn't one of the men take point?
Wow, this guy.
He's a wife.
I was gonna say,
Why?
he's good. Let's see.
Because kiss my butt. That's why.
Here we go.
Yes. Correct him.
Oh no, this is your Alette.
Oh, my
Right,
life.
right.
My name is Alette King Meninoff.
And what difference does that make?
Well, because your name is Punk, and
The difference between me showing you respect or not. Don't try to make me feel small by calling me girl or child.
yeah,
You say it.
But you are a...
I am the clan leader of Skullgar. We said that right? Skullgar,
it
Skullgar.
was funny that you just like I'm the clan
Ogre.
leader of.
Even
Oh.
your eyes.
Cue me.
Yeah.
Couldn't try again. And I fought to save every one of my clansmen. And that's why they follow me.
The king stares at you and finally nods.
Rude gesture.
I can see the resolve in your eyes. You've seen things beyond your years. Unfortunately, it doesn't change how many Arborang can support.
Only now do you see Rugga and 24 fighters approaching. The king's guards look concerned. Now, Rugga is the betraying, like,
Right.
you know, realpolitik.
Right.
He's basically he's Tyrion, right? Like, more or less, or well, I mean, maybe that's not fair to Tyrion. He's kind of a, you know,
He's kind of a.
he's kind of a jerk, I think.
He's
really.
It's like if Tyrion meets the Hound, maybe.
Wow. That's
Yeah, I don't know.
a lot.
That's
That's a lot.
Those are actually kind of opposites too, but anyway.
Yeah.
So clever, whoring, nihilistic behemoth of a thing.
Right.
Yes.
Of a
Give
beast.
me just a second as I find him. Oh wait, he's not a player character. All right, give me
Rugga.
There
That's
we
what he
go.
sounds like.
Right. So Rugga plays devil's advocate by your side, always rooting for the people. His political dung attracts all the nastiest flies. That's a good way to put it.
Ooh.
Oh.
Whoa.
This is what I said.
This is some biblical thing.
Yeah.
When did sacrifice? I was not signed up for sacrifice.
Rugga,
I can't control this, so.
That big?
I know.
Who do I see?
Yeah,
I think
you
it's
do
you,
the rest.
Iris.
I should have killed you when I...
Wait, is this being voice acted or
No,
are we
it's
going to
not.
do it? Okay. Go ahead.
You tried, remember?
Wow.
That's it.
Okay.
Hey, cutscene kinda. Oh.
They're like, we had 3 cents for this scene. Quick, like, put it like. Okay, back to this. Okay.
Did the Sunder Slayer convince you to open your gates to your people?
You will never enter my gates again. I'd hoped you died in Borsgard. How is it you've come back to speak for all of these clans?
The people you've turned your back on seems they needed a leader they could trust.
You know, the entire set of games, I've been frustrated by this knife sticking out. What is this? A hairpin? Like,
Yeah, it's like somebody told him it was.
I don't
Some
know
guy
what to
sold
do.
it to him on a black market. Was like, "This is the new hip thing."
you know,
Yeah.
You're gonna look like
everyone's doing
such
it.
a bad.
I have this image of going through tents, and he's constantly like, "Oh, sorry."
He
Rip.
comes out and is like put it in the wrong place. It looks
It
great.
looks wonderful. This is top.
Most
Turns
things
around
are
and
slightly-
accidentally
Stab somebody's
somebody.
eye out.
the eye out of his advisor. That's how I kill my enemies.
By
Alright.
accident.
Again, how have you come to speak for them? Did you fool them like the people of that rotten town you governed?
Okay.
Did you? Did you?
All right, hold on. I got to say
Answer
goodnight
me.
to my child because it is.
No,
Ask me that again.
Good night, my
I
child.
dare you.
I will.
Good night.
I said again for the second time, the third time technically. How have you come to speak for them? Did you fool them like the people of that rotten town you governed.
Glad that these guys have a good relationship.
You ask me that one more time, I might. The only fool here is the outnumbered king, believing he still has a say in what happens now.
This is going well.
Don't make us breach your walls. We'll just have to repair them once we're inside, and they'll
Man.
be doing you a favor.
Unless you put a
let's
dragon-
see.
Sorry.
Here we go. Oh, I was like, just point out the approaching
There
darkness.
you go. Yep.
I doubt either of you will be in charge of anything when that darkness washes over us.
Yeah, that's right.
I've got the Valka and Mendes seeing to that inside. They'll come up with something.
You see, they're all just like drunk in a corner. Like that's...
And even if they fail, I'll still be able to watch this bastard fall to that darkness from my walls.
That's the true heart of the mind elf I know. Alette, look at your people out there. Our people.
This guy who tried to betray and stab us, like oh yeah.
So I
our
was like,
people.
now we're on the same
Oh
team.
man,
We're
this
both
guy.
outside the walls.
Come on, man.
They need food and clean water, not that poison in the river. They need protection. You cannot allow this king to keep us from safety after all that way. I think you should kill him first.
She doesn't have to. I'll find a place for the people under your banner, Alette.
Nice. So Rugga shows up, and that means an
He
election.
totally just like gaslighted him into like
We- right.
reverse psychology.
We
try
need
to
like a
every
fifth
way.
guy to come up now, and like some other person like the end of he's like, no, I'll find a place for your people, Rugga.
Yeah.
Like it's a big pyramid scheme. Like There's like one
and at the
dude
end, we have
left.
to sign a contract for a condo.
Yeah.
Yes.
And there's like one dude outside at the very end who's like, what? I don't have any clans.
A place inside the walls alongside the Val. A place this vain man will never be allowed again.
That's enough. Both of you are bickering like children instead of leaders. And you, Giant, joining this king after all we did to keep your people alive. Traitor.
Haken growls and flexes his grip on his axe.
For,
All parties look angry and tense, and then they look at you. I don't want to agree with Rugga. My banner, my people are my only concern.
That's a tough one.
No. I wish I could just be like,
no.
too many will die out here, even though
Yeah.
Rugga's not right and is a terrible person. But
Right? Too many will die out here for so few inside.
You see, Menol, she knows how the game works. Now I've got my sleeping bag here.
the
and
former
I'll-
governor's eyes look full of mischief.
Uh-oh.
Ah,
Not mischief.
How in the world did you just invite that guy? to
Rugga
sleep?
blows into a war horn, sending out one shrill note. You look back and see his forces either charging the wall or turning on Varl. God damn, your clan is divided. Humans squaring off against Varl, their former allies. Suddenly, Daenerys on the back of a dragon. I lost all. Wait, 112 Varl Night clansmen. What?
No.
Without warning, Rugga pulls his cloak pin dagger and lunges at King Meinolf, who shifts slightly, the blade only piercing his side. Before anyone can react, Rugga slinks behind his fighters who are charging towards Haken and King Meinolf. All right. I will never, ever believe this dude ever again.
I mean,
on
the
Earth.
only good news is that probably would have happened anyway, even if you told him he couldn't stay.
Probably, yeah.
Oh, this is a damn shame.
Haken says.
But I have to get my people inside those walls. You would. Depths. You're doing the same thing. This is leading, right?
I'm surrounded by fools. You look at the Varl King and nod. This is you, Doc.
Oh, I'm sorry it's come to this. Join banners or not. We were clansmen.
The Varl clenches his jaw. He looks over the armies, his eyes searching for a way out. Finding nothing, he looks back at you, inhales sharply, and speaks with resolve.
Then fight like a Varl clansman, damn it. I'd hate to kill you so easily.
There's nothing more to say or time to say it. The two of you join your separate allies as the clamor of war pits you against each other. What? I have to fight freaking Rugga and Haken?
Yes.
I don't have any Varl. I gotta go in with no Varl?
Oh, no.
Oh no, we're a
what a
mess.
disaster.
No.
I still don't understand why that just happened. Why did the Varl all leave? And
Yeah.
I don't fully get it either. But don't worry, folks. We have 6 million Horseborn. So
Oh, you've
I'm
got
sure that
Canary. You're fine.
Yes.
Canary, kill 'em all.
Don't worry, guys.
Oh,
It's all good.
All the Horseborn will take over.
Mhm.
I just
And Eagle.
look at all this. Like, I don't even.
Don't worry. The Dothraki will take care of everything.
Sorry, send them in first.
Yeah.
Send them in first. Nothing
Perfect.
bad will happen.
Nothing ever goes wrong.
Plus
Nope.
2 to all talents. All right, Canary. I'm happy to distribute this to you. And let's see, what else do I have? I have no other items. So the rest of you can. Actually, Eric has items. Eric, what's your
Oh,
item?
Oh,
You have
Eric.
a level 1 plus 10% crit chance. That's
Those
it?
sideburns, though.
Yeah.
There's like dangling cap. Like they're like. it's very silly.
He is a silly sort. Okay. There you go.
Oh,
There you
nice.
go. All right. Great. And of course, I don't have any ability to promote, I think, because you need more than that, right? Yeah, 19. Okay. Everybody else is 5. Can I promote anybody? Can I promote you? Are you promotable? Nope. Can't promote anyone. All right. Well, this is going to be an interesting experience. Ready for battle.
Are you though?
At least we are more in number.
Exactly.
Let's look on the positive.
Varls are overrated. Under what theory of logic? Varls are not overrated. They are the best.
Yeah, not the way we've been playing through this whole playthrough. They're not. Maybe some other ranged crazy person is
That's
good
true.
at this.
Although actually, it is true that it looks like we only have 1 Varl to deal with. Okay, well,
Yeah, but that's hacking.
I was wondering where all my music were.
Bacon.
Yeah, I guess I gotta take out Haken first. Actually, no, okay, I'm gonna send them up to try to deal with the archers. Canary, who I think is my best person, apparently, is Let's gonna be there. She's gonna shoot there.
Well,
And you will
Horseborn
handle
should
the entire
theoretically
middle crew.
mow down archers. That should be a good matchup.
Didn't want it to end up like this, but I'm gonna back down never.
Yeah, sorry, I
A
can't
lot of
stop
them.
that. It just goes and it goes. All right. Can I shoot you? Wait, can I have that war bear?
I was
Why
about to
is
say, is that on our team?
It's like a war bear. Can I have a war bear, please?
Yeah.
All right. Well, let's see. Okay, let me see. How far ahead can I attack? I can attack 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5. So 5 squares, which means I would need to go to there. 5 squares. I want to go here so that way. Okay, I think I can do that. Let's go. All right. Now, I'd like you. I'm not going to Overwatch. I would like you to attack this
Overwatch.
one. Break. Ha! Back the wrong horse, Haken. All right. I say you back the wrong horse, and then Canary's like,
Yeah.
sorry,
Do not use that term, please.
it's really offensive. Okay. Wow, poison tip spear. And then pin is also a dip. There's a lot of stuff here. Okay. I'm gonna have you move here. Alright, Canary, do something awesome. This is movement by 2 tiles. I like that. Wow. Nice.
Nice.
That did 6 damage to him. That's pretty good. Okay, let's see. Can you... You will kick. Alright. Oh man, I'm gonna have to go as fast as I can to get to you. Go! Can't quite get there. It's too bad. Can I attack you from a distance? Nope.
Attack you from a distance.
If I get to you, I can mule kick from a distance. I'm just gonna run up there, stare you in the face. Oh, well.
Ludin. Oh, you're
Yep.
fighting him too.
Fighting Ludin, yep. Oh, nice, another poison tip one. Okay. So, let's have you move. Let's have you move here. And let's have you attack poison tipped and go. Dead. Wow, one shot, one kill.
GG.
What? Yes.
Alright.
Nailing it.
Okay. I need you to go somewhere important. Where do I need you to go? I need you to go up here. And shield wall. Shield wall. Alright, there we go. Haha! I was shield walled. How does that feel?
Shield walled it.
Okay.
Dang.
Oh, did I not do the...
You didn't.
Oh, I did. I did it right.
Oh, okay. Never mind.
Crit. Alright, that's good. Ow.
Ow.
That was most unfortunate.
This battle's going much quicker than battles normally do
Yep.
in this game.
Dead, Haken. How's that feel?
Not great.
Alright, let's see. Alright, I'm gonna run up here. And then we're going to mule kick you. And run. Ah, stunned, skipping turn. That's what I like to see. Okay. Let's just have you attack normally. And dead. Well, bam. Alright. Go this way. Oh, we lost one of the horses. I mean, one of the horse-born creatures that are of great dignity and worth. See, the king's got some pretty good stats, which I guess is to be expected. King. Alright, let's see. Ooh, this is a good spot for this. We're gonna go here. And it's time to thread the needle.
Whoa.
Wow, what the heck was that? He's like, no, and also you get hit. Wow.
What the heck?
Man, that was brutal. Okay. Oh, so every time you hit the king, all of his guards come running up and, like, damage you. Interesting. Alright.
I mean, that's tactics, yeah.
Yeah.
Kinda.
Yep. A lot of damage. Alright. You okay? Now we're gonna go down this way.
Yeah, if he's able to run like all that way, that would be ridiculous.
Yeah, I would hope so. Alright, so the king is up next, but what I'm gonna do is go after this guy. Actually, no, let's do that. Yep, poisoned. Wow. That was mean. Why would you do that? To, Canary. Okay. I can... I'm gonna move out of the way. They'll still come after me probably, but... Stun, skipping turn. Good. That's the benefit of
Nice.
that mule kick. Alright. And I don't have any horn left, so that's alright. Nice. And I would like you to stay where you are. Surrounded. Okay. End your turn. It did sound painful, I agree, Crit Twitch. Ow. Nice. Oh, that guy's back. Guess who's back? Back again. Alright, so... 6. Prince Luton is dead!
Do it.
Okay. Okay. I actually want you to stay where you are. Ow. Alright, can I mule kick you? Yes, I can. Nice. It would be nice if you were stunned. That would be really great. If you could be stunned. Alright, let's see. I've only got 2 guys left, don't I? Alright, well. Stun, skipping turn. That's what I thought. Very nice.
Nice.
Oh no. Oh no. Okay, good. I can hit him. As long as I can hit somebody. There we go. Yeah, lost another horse. Okay. 3. This guy is almost out of luck. Ow. Dead. Alright, pillage.
Nice.
It's just me and the
Thanks, Ray.
king.
Pillage.
Okay. Poison tipped. That's right. Alright. You're poisoned. You're broken. Your son is dead. Other things. It's about to red wedding up in here. Alright. Ow. Okay, that's fine. It's okay. We're okay. Okay. Farmer is very broken. Good. One strength. Oh, he's backing off. That wound Rugged gave me.
That's like he has nobody to come run help him.
That's right. Victory. Alright, not bad. First try. We defeated 3 enemies with a female horseborn cantrip. Achievements. I got a gold bridle by taking it off one of my former allies.
Yes. Whoop, whoop.
Alet's bracelet, which I got. Yeah. Ironically, I killed someone to get my own bracelet off of the thing. And Canary is ready for promotion. Consequences. Deirdre is injured in battle. Exactly, Dragon. Alet has been injured in battle. Yes, she was. Roek, yes, it was costly. It's been injured in battle. I'm aware. 25 renown. 13. It's not bad. All right, here we are. King Meinolf regains his footing and falls back towards Arborang's walls as his forces rush past him and into the fray. You wave the banner of Skoger and your clan surrounds you.
To the gates!
You shout over the clash of axes and hammers on shields. Your forces rush the gate of Arborang's outer wall, dodging and blocking arrows as best they can. King Meinolf's army is well trained and immediately counters.
Get inside the gates or we're finished.
Rugga shouts over the maddening roar of the rushing army.
Choices.
Yeah.
Oddleaf, I need you to take out those archers. Just take them out, huh?
Her smirk lets you know she will do it. Like a streak of light, Oddleaf manages to dart forward and dodge attacks while taking out the enemy's archers in only a few shots. She Legolas is the whole thing, huh?
Yeah. She rides an elephant in as well.
Mm-hmm. That's awesome.
Man, I'm sassy tonight. All my fantasy references. Nailing it.
Okay, let's see. Boy, look at who still doesn't have a Varl.
Wait. For a second, it looked like Ludin still had something equipped. Didn't we just get that back? Keep going.
Oh, no, yeah,
see?
why does Haken have this bridle?
It's mine.
Not your bridle. I like how Haken is the only person I promoted to level 10, and that's the dude that I'm supposed to be fighting against, apparently.
You can pry it out of my cold, dead hands.
Okay, I have 22 renown. Oh, this is interesting.
Is it a thing in this game where if you promote someone, they become uninjured? Like in other games where you level up and they heal?
That would be sweet. I don't think that's the case, though, because the Banner Saga does nothing easy. So I'm just guessing that's not the case. Okay. I'm going to promote, which means that she's going to be able to get to have... Hold on a second. I'm going to give her stats, but she's going to be able to get to have this, which provides +2 range distance and knockback on strength greater than 3.
Yeah,
that's
have
+1
these
to all
plates. They will make you a better archer.
That's +1 to all talents. All right, give that to you. +2 to all talents. +2 to willpower. +2 to strength. Dunder's hand.
Dunder.
Oh no, I want him to have that thing because it's more armor. Okay, good, awesome. All right, so let me actually give her points then. All right.
Question. So, are you about to go into another follow-up battle right now?
It
And
looks like it.
if that's the case, should you not swap out these dead folks for living folks?
Well, but the thing is, they're injured, which weakens them. But she's still my best. I think.
oh,
even
so they can
weakened-
still fight. Okay.
Yeah, they can still fight.
Yeah, you start the battle and they just start dead on the
They
ground.
just like collapse. They go for Skoger. Okay, I've already got this maxed out. Let's see. Defy and stubborn. And this is dodge.
Dodge.
Lucky shot.
Lucky.
30% bonus hit chance. That is what we want. 40% bonus hit chance. Okay. Confirm. All right, here we go. So I hope that taking out the archers doesn't screw me because the king still does all this amazing stuff. I hope that is not the case.
I mean, if you've taken out all the archers, at least they're going to have to get close to you.
That's true.
Like, they can't shoot at you from a distance, so...
That's true. Okay, so
Oh,
we
he's
got...
still poisoned too.
Oh, yeah, you're right. We got
Wait.
one archer left, and we got this guy. He's a big boy.
He's a big boy.
All All right, well, I'm going to put my shield guy here. And everybody else, let's see, ranged people. Oops. No, 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 no. All right, and you... Actually, because you're so far back, I want you to be able to get some shots off first. All right, let's do it.
Starting to feel weak. Did Rugga poison me?
Oh, no, it's not.
Why would he put that? That's wrong. That's just wrong.
Kill the king.
Protect the king.
Protect the king.
You just have a shouting battle. Kill the king!
Protect the king.
Kill the king!
I said protect him. We got barricades. And I don't know. I don't think I can. Let's see. How far can I attack? Oh, very far. Okay. Nope. Alright, attack. Need to break this guy's armor, because with an 18, he's going to need some work. Okay. And let's see. Pin is 5 away. Okay, so when I get to 5 away, looks like you can. Let's do it, Canary. Alright, you are pinned! But these guys are just shield walling the king, which, I mean, if that's what they're gonna do, then I'm gonna, oh man. I'm gonna head over here because I gotta get around all that debris. If you guys want to play the turtle method, I'm just gonna sit here and do that. And more guards. Got a lot of guards there. Okay. There we go. Alright, so poison tip spear, which you can throw 4 away. So let's go here and poison tip that spear. I guess I guess we want to save the barricades then, is what that sounds like to me.
Oh, okay.
I mean, otherwise I don't know why you'd be attacking that, so I'm guessing that that's good. Alright. Shield wall. Go. 1 archer. Hey, that's my job. Alright. 9 armor. Now he's getting to be functional. Is it me, or do more of these just keep showing up, or did I not see them to begin with? I feel like...
Yeah, it's just annoying either way.
Yeah. Either way, it's just really unfortunate.
Mm-hmm.
So what if I just attack one? Nice. Dead! Alright, that's one guy. Now we have the mega shield wall people. I don't want to wait for these to make a move. I mean, I gotta get to that archer, I guess, but... What are you all doing? Oh, Oddleaf! I like that.
Ooh.
It's like rain of arrows type of business up there. Okay. I think
Making it rain.
Make it rain. I think we can mule kick this one, so let us do that. Mule
Yeah,
kick.
right in the shins.
Wow, kabow! And knocked him through the other two.
Nice.
Alright. Really, really like mule kicks. Okay. Poison tip. Stun, skipping turn. Okay. I actually don't remember this game having a lot of stuff on poison, so it's actually interesting to see that for a change. More poison being used. Wow, you decided to come right up close and personal. Interesting. Also, you really apparently don't like Alette because are you threatened perhaps by my ability?
By my ability.
Here, I take 2 from your armor. That dude definitely just... Is that guy new?
I think
don't
so, yeah.
know. Alright, let's get rid of you. So maybe that means that I have to go after the king.
Yeah, maybe.
Alright, we're gonna go around this way. We're gonna do a little flanking maneuver.
I was about to say, go the long way around.
Yep. Oh god.
They'll never
Finally the
expect
king
it.
moves. Yeah, the king's like, haha. I was waiting for
That's
that
all I
moment.
was looking for.
Right.
was-
Jeez. Death. Alright. I'll go back there. Can I not? Is there a reason I can't hit him? Oh, because I'm ranged only? Can't do that because I'm trapped. Well. I really could use an AoE spell. It would really be lovely.
Look, she's a terrific legislator, but I don't think she has any actual magic.
Shield wall. Oh my god. What? Okay, so, right. So we've got to take care of the king. So this is what I'm hearing.
Mm-hmm.
Wait, did he just go up in willpower? I just hit him and he went down to 15 and all of a sudden, like...
Well, they said early on that he has menders mending his armor constantly.
Yeah.
I don't know the reason for that.
So maybe I just have to go after his health then. He's constantly dealing with menders. So, I am never going to get there going that way, I just realized. Well, I mean, still. Might as well send him up that way in the hopes that at some point... Good, that's good. That's actually fine. I mean, that's less fine, but... Mule kick through the barricades. Actually, I don't know if that was a good idea.
That should have banished or
Yeah, like
damaged.
you should be dead. That was some dark magic, Messiah Might magic kick right there. Ow. All right, poison took this. Yep, there's more and more guys. So we just got to take out the king. Oh, this way. I'm gonna move you. We gotta get you. Yep, that's unfortunate. Oddly, could you please fire at the guy who's right behind you? Instead of whatever you're doing. Whatever you're doing is not gonna help. All right, Canary.
Have any of her arrows actually come down yet?
I think she just keeps raining them, assuming that eventually. That was
Wow, that's ridiculous.
So they're all tied together, huh?
That's ridiculous. How are you even supposed to? Well, if you poison him, that should directly damage him.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think that's yeah. That's all I can really do, I guess. Okay. Ow. Alright, wish I didn't have to destroy this barricade, but I do. Get out of here. I need to get through. Let's see. We're gonna go here. And we're gonna end our turn. Ah, stuns. Skipping a turn. Lovely. Oh, you deflected it on an 80% chance. Man, I've been XCOM'd. Meanwhile, the magical mystery tour continues for this horse warrior. I'm coming at some point. I shall. That day will be a great day when I actually arrive. Aha! You've been flanked, son. All right.
He's your son?
No, he's trying to sound dramatic.
Oh, okay.
We're gonna go this way.
But his armor just gets healed. So.
Yeah, the problem is that if I hit him, then I only had a 50% chance to damage him.
Mm.
So. Ow. Please do not deflect again. I don't understand. So, I don't even know what's going on. So I hit him, and what is happening? Like, they're all absorbing damage instead? I don't understand what's happening.
In place of him, like his Secret Service.
They're not even, like...
Yeah, but the real Secret Service would only wish they could function like this.
Right?
What? I mean, okay, so one thing is that obviously we couldn't afford to wait. This is not going to do any damage.
Yeah, this is a hot mess.
Alright, so clearly I just have to... It's all about damaging the king. So what I needed to do back there was to separate the king from his guards also.
Yeah.
Not do whatever the heck Oddleaf is doing.
Not rain down arrows.
Yeah, which I thought was going to work. And... It's not... I don't understand what's happening. Because it doesn't even look as if they're... It doesn't look as if they're damaging him either. Like the guys either. Just happened? Attack. You. I mean, I guess eventually his guards will start dying. Is that the idea? I guess. Great.
So,
I know I didn't have much of a chance there, but... %50 still. Great. Awesome. Deflect. Yep. Do those arrows ever hit anything? Like, eventually they're all going to come down at once, and someone is going to be just
after everyone's already dead.
Yeah. He only has a 20% chance. I mean, this is silly.
We're gonna like walk away from this battle, and arrows are gonna rain down on like the general populace.
Yeah, exactly.
They're gonna be like so high they come down like too late.
They're like the modern landmine of just like, this. All right, we got some renown because some people started dying, I guess.
So now you need to try to poison tip the king.
Yes, quite right.
Quite right.
Quite right. God damn it. I mean, I wasn't expecting anything else with the 50%, but... Wow, these guards. Okay. So... Okay. Don't get deflected! Alright, yeah, well. And dead. Oddly, finally actually hit somebody. Okay. Right, poison tip this guy. Nope, it just does more. Well, I mean, he is. No, you're right. You're right. Even then, with the resistance, that helps. Man. 6 damage. This is a really weird fight. Like, they're all sort of trapped behind on that thing.
This wasn't designed very well at all.
Because I don't even know why I'm trying to protect these. You never expect the Viking position, exactly. You said these sounds of these guys is interesting. Yeah, my only goal is if I can hit him, do damage, and like knock a couple people down, then we get renown. God damn it. And then that allows me to sort of poison tip again. But that's pretty much the strat here. I'm gonna try to break it. I know that they keep mending his armor, but what is the I don't know. Okay, we got one renown. The guards just keep on rolling. Alright, I'll break this dude's armor then. I don't know. But yeah, like, it's clearly the only thing I need to do is just be aiming for the king all the time.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. 4. We're getting there.
Yeah.
Slowly.
2 more rounds.
Yeah. Such a strange fight. I mean, well, the other thing is, I don't know whether he's actually. I feel like the only time he's actually taking that damage is the first time that we do the poison tip. Oh my god, the arrows finally hit somebody. Alright. Oh, deflect, of course. Oh, man. Sorry, guys. I'm sure this is the most exciting fight to watch of all time. Wait, no, attack. 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 Please don't miss. I said, please don't miss. Do not miss. Do not allow yourself to miss and be deflected. No. Oddleaf has been completely worthless in this fight for the most part. Okay. Please don't deflect.
Yes, but she's beautiful. Clearly the only description
that's
you've
true.
been given of her.
But beautiful, though.
But she's beautiful.
Stop deflecting on 80% shots, would you please? We got another renown, which means we get to do the canary thing. Eventually one of those shots is going to work. Oh, he's got a 2! Alright. Okay, be poisoned, be poisoned! Come on, drop dead because of poison. Deflects. Okay, Oddleaf doing nothing. Alright. Come on, 120%! Nope, nope. Hasn't hit a single 20%. Missed a lot of 80% shots, but no 20%. More renown. He's got so much. Oh, God. Damn it. That's a problem. Ah, just one time. One time on that deflect. One time. Alright, canary. Okay, we're putting it all into the poison tipped. Yes! Woo! Down he goes! Oh my god. That was the weirdest fight.
Yeah, but we did it.
But we did it though. Man. Yes, I know about my items. Thank you for telling me about the item. Injured, yes, Alette. Injured again in battle, I am aware.
Surprise.
Deirdre, once again injured in battle, I think. Scathhack, injured in battle. Renown, 700 renown. 12. It's not quite 700.
You literally just killed the king of the entire kingdom.
Yeah, like...
Let's gain the same amount of renown that we got from saving a farm.
You know, reinforced gates of the second wall slam shut in front of you, and archers above force you to retreat.
A nasty affair, taking over a kingdom.
Rugga is near you, rubbing the stump of his missing hand.
I wish I could have done more today, but I doubt the king will last much longer inside his walls.
You're too exhausted to worry about what he means, and soon he walks away on other business. The closed gates, the stench of death, all of it threatens to turn your stomach and make you sick.
I'm glad we're still alive through all of this, but I know. We fought so hard to get here. For what?
Went so far and tried so hard, but in the end, didn't even matter.
We made it to Arborang, but not inside. We're no better off out here than Borsgard? Borsgard.
That's right.
It wasn't supposed to be like this. We were going to save everybody.
Nonstop. The reason that we're killing a king is that basically the king refused to let some of our people inside the walls. And so then a big fight began with a guy that we don't really like but agreed with. Ended up attacking, and so we ended up fighting alongside this jerk.
It was accidental.
And we ended up losing our Varls, which was also, yeah, it was kind of not great.
Really planned.
It was really unfortunate. Thank you for the resub, Mrs. Dunsel. 9 months. Welcome to your blue sub badge, Mrs. Dunsel. Your brand new spanking sub badge. Thank you, Mrs. Dunsel, so much. Thank you. I appreciate it. Okay, on we go.
Alette is glad the Vara were able to make it inside, but I hate being separated from them.
Me too. So do I. Let me tell you how much I hate it. Oddleaf's eyes look as empty as you feel as she slowly glances around.
What now? Well, we can't stay here. As much as I'd like to sleep, we'll have to get behind those walls. Somehow. And then there's the darkness.
Darkness.
Juno said we have to hold out until they finish what they set up to do.
Look for me in the east when the sun rises.
How are we supposed to know when they've finished? She said to hold on until the darkness breaks.
Darkness breaks.
Until they're going to stop that darkness themselves.
Darkness themselves.
They're going to try, and we're going to try and stay alive until they do.
Oddleaf seems to take strength from your resolve. She takes a deep breath and her eyes focus on a man running toward you.
Ooh.
Let's see. Zach, this is a man.
Okay.
Scout. Who's out of
Alert!
breath. Yeah.
Alert!
You recognize him as one of your scouts.
Great.
It's told here. They're dead. Every one of them. Hoof prints all over the place, too.
His words hit you and you scan the crowd. Unlike all the other fighters who are now resting, Canarian or Horseborn are standing in armed ranks. They all look out of place yet confident. You even think you see their leaders smiling. Does that mean that they did a great job? Ooh, new chapter. Chapter 15. In Fear, Quake,
Fear, quake, all epic.
Ooh, here we go. Meanwhile, back in the darkness. Wow, there is very little left of the not dark world. Ooh,
When did Ivor leave?
Yeah, I was gonna say. Well, Ivor was going off to deal with some stuff on his own, but wow, this place looks lovely.
That is not.
Whoa! What? the-
Whoa!
Oh, because I can't even keep up with it.
Oh, right. There, yeah.
Oh, they're the ones that are doing it.
So Ivan, that's enough, right? Because Ivan was the one who was kind of messed up with this. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Wow. It's messed up, you. Okay, Ivor. Who did we have playing? I think that was you, right, Zach?
Yes, it was.
You told me we would be in and out of here. This isn't in and out. This is Burger King.
Juno, I want to say that I had Dot playing. Juno is... Give me 1 second. Yes. So Juno is a female mentor of great power and high position in their order. She is the mentor of Ivan, with whom she shares a romantic relationship.
Oh.
She is she's gradually her vitality has been decreasing and deteriorating. I think she was the one who kind of told us about the dredge that is sort of our friend, kind of. That one that's on the sledge, remember, that we were kind of like...
The
everyone wanted us
dredge
to kill it, but
sledge.
Oh, yeah.
not them. So anyway.
What did I do for her? It doesn't matter. We hoped Valkadussi wouldn't be foolish enough to attack us.
Ducey, oh, I have no
Ducey.
idea who this is. It's a new guy, I think. Ducey is, leader of the Mender Council.
He's a doozy.
Yes. He is the leader of the Mender Council at Manahar. And I have followed a link to a page that does not yet exist. So I think, Russ, it's going to be up to you to create a old sort of... I guess I'm going to guess that this is an old figure who does the right thing by his people, but therefore has had to compromise his principles at times, I'm guessing.
Okay.
You hoped I would let an escaped prisoner and a dead Valka, robots, without a fight.
We hoped you would see reason.
Reason, yes. What was your reason for breaking the world?
Also, quick note, if people are trying to get a hold of me in can you do it in Discord for me? Because I can't, while you folks are screen sharing, I can't see chat that you're sending me. So just letting you know in case anyone's trying to get a hold of me, because I saw someone sent me something. So just in Discord, if you can.
Okay.
Right. You look at Juno, unsure of what to say. This is Ivor. Let's see. Okay.
You didn't tell me all of this was your fault.
Juno looks at you but says nothing.
You've recruited Yngvar, yet kept him ignorant of your actions.
Even you have no idea what you're talking about. What did we say his name was?
Ducey, I think.
Ducey. What you're talking about, Ducey?
What you talk about, Ducey?
What you talking about, Ducey?
You can call me the Deuce. Call it a hunch, but whatever is breaking this world stems from the source of our waving.
Yeah, I'm calling it now. They're gonna require the menders to like break themselves from their magic, and like therefore that will cause them great pain, but then they will save the world. That's my guess.
You know, were sentenced to death for manipulating animals. Minds.
What?
Very different.
Do this, dog.
You knew you should go into the barn. It was for
the cow. That's interesting though. So we got a General Zod thing going on here.
Okay.
Volka Ducey coughs and small flecks of blood hit the stone floor.
Oh no, not small flecks of blood.
But you were helping Iwind to what? Become a god?
Juno says nothing, her anger apparent.
Yeah, I struck a chord there.
Become a god. Doesn't make any sense.
Ivor is all of us right now. Like,
This game doesn't make any sense.
And now this darkness. Iwind, what did you unleash to bring her back?
Ivan gasps and looks strained. A few stones drop from the walls.
Oh goodness.
Is Ivan keeping the whole wall up?
Our cause broke council laws, but that does not make it wrong. You could have realized the importance of our work. You should have.
Juno's real sketchy.
And you should have stopped your curiosities when the council warned you. You'd still have your life, have each other. Do you even see what you've become?
Juno's confidence vanishes at the question. You've never seen a Volka's tears until now.
Oh.
And the world. Are you threatening to control his mind too? If I were you, Ingvar, I'd cut it.
The large door to the Volka's hall shakes from a great impact, then shatters. Welp. Oh boy.
Have you not now?
Oh, it's
Oh, it's that guy.
oh man.
Ravens.
Uh-oh.
The floor and walls are now glowing, floating, and breaking apart. The camera, I can't.
I don't think that's how it's.
I just like. There you go. Another Volka enters the room. She looks concerned for the barely conscious Ducey and mortified by Juno. Oh, our boy Bulwark. Okay, who do we have do? I think Zach, were you doing Bulwark?
Yeah,
Or
I
who
was.
was doing? But I think so. I don't remember.
Okay.
You lied to us. Your oath meant nothing.
Bulwark's rage is consuming him, and he is spitting more than speaking.
Is that Bella's faint body?
Not just his body, I fear. Bovark's mind is not his own.
Bulwark looks at you, and his eyes go wide before a cold hatred settles into his stare.
We know you murdered Reyes and her child.
So this, it's confusing. It says Bulwark. Sid just said that, but this is Ivor. Okay.
Why in the depths is Bellower's body here?
He was supposed to.
She's supposed to be dead, killed by her own. I'm going to fix that.
Oh no.
I'll kill her.
This is all bad.
And you and him. I'll pull out this damn arrow and.
It's about to go John Wick. Everybody.
Right. Did I miss it? Oh no!
The fear in her voice is infinite. Wow.
Oh!
Infinite fear.
Infinite fear.
Ivan reacts to her by screaming, and the whole tower pulses with crackling energy, shaking violently.
I'll help Ingvinden hold off Ducey.
Deuce.
Kill Bulwark. You're the only one who can.
Bulwark growls deeply and stands to his full height, brandishing his axes. He looks stronger than ever. Oh, Zephyr.
Oh, right.
So, do you remember Zephyr? This is...
I do. I don't remember the voice I did for her. Stay where you are, Yungvar.
You step forward, but feel the air thicken around you for a moment, stopping you. Then it suddenly releases its grip.
No. Zephyr. Now, you will do as I say.
Uh-oh.
Valka Zephyr looks shocked by Juno's control, but you waste no time in charging Bulwark. You slam your head into him with tremendous force, sending him reeling across the room.
Oh my. That was unexpected.
Yep. Oh, Varl versus Varl. Fight! I don't even have control over this. Is this you going with great force? It looked like you're running. But... Oh. Okay.
I sense another mind within Bulwark.
That's great. I'm like, help? I'm like,
Where did we last leave Bulwark? Like, what happened to him?
remember he was starting to lose it? Like, he was having these, like, dreams.
Oh,
and, like,
yeah.
And, like, Bellower, I think, took him... I guess Bellower took him over. Except that I thought Bellower was, like... Well, this is my maybe stupid idea that he was going to be like, eventually they'll come around and we'll have peace in our time. And, you know, maybe that was dumb.
For all of my people who fell to your schemes, you will pay.
Oh, yeah, see?
Dang.
There it is.
Yep.
He walks really funny. He's like...
There's something going here.
He just keeps raging, but not really going anywhere. Zephyr is under my control, but I think Bulwark is possessed by something I didn't know.
Bellower.
Bellower seems I'll get payback for my arm after all.
Yeah, sorry, I'm not clicking through that. It just does it automatically. I'm just gonna keep resting. I'm not gonna go towards that guy.
Hell no.
Ways and thousands of others will be
It looks like what I really have to do is try to get that dude. Like, doesn't it look like can I even target him?
What dude?
The
He is
Bellower.
losing control. Watch out for his lightning.
Guess what, lady? I'm not moving from your side, so...
Yeah, but he's gonna hit multiple locations. You can see him. Oh. Zephyr Bloom. Lightning strike might free Bulwark's mind.
Whoa, what? Oh, I can hit him from it. Wait, what?
You want to hit him with lightning once he's on a square? Is that the goal?
I guess.
Try to get him there?
Lightning strike. One strike. Well, okay, so the question is, do I... it's a little confusing.
Oh,
Do I
yeah,
hit-
why don't you position yourself to the left
I
of...
see it.
Oh,
I see
yeah.
it. That's what it is, yeah.
Not on one, but to the left of it.
I thought that... Wait.
Oh, what?
He has to be on the lightning. You're trying, like...
Yeah, but, like...
Right?
I got what you're saying. But, like, he was... When I got here, this was... Okay. I don't fully... I kind of sort of get it, but not really. go.
Ivor looks very excited to fight him.
Yeah, exactly. Battering ram. Oh, I'm glad that all of his armor came back. That's great. Bad, bad. Oh, okay. 9. Dude, what?
I think you need to
Ow.
pipe him into some lightning somehow.
Yeah, you may be right. Okay. Well, if I'm going to do that, that means I have to go here, and then I battering ram him. That should take him through 2. There's that. Okay. Can I still do that? Yes, I can. Alright, so second verse, same as the first. Battering ram. Ow. Okay. Alright. I'm glad you dodged. I'm really glad you dodged. There. Alright. That was a weird fight also, but I will take it. The roof of the tower is collapsing along with the walls. Ivan has clearly strained himself beyond his limits.
Ivor, grab Bellower's body and bring it close. We'll drop him into the vast on our way north.
You do as you're asked just as Ivan loses control.
Oh.
Well,
In a flash, threads unwind.
this is voiced.
Our intentions gone. Our fates
Wow.
laid bare.
Wow. Jeez.
We're
This is like-
forced to change. Pulled in new directions.
Oh my god. Oh.
For good or ill, we cannot know. How far do the echoes of our struggles reach?
Right.
All the way to Arboretum.
What can we expect from our efforts in this breaking world? Our answers, the reasons for our journey, lay just beyond these walls.
Well, damn. Wow.
Wow.
That's,
Oh, we did it!
we did it. I knew
Wow.
we were coming close to the end. I don't totally understand what just happened. So essentially, I think they were trying to go beyond the bounds of the world to find the source of their power. And I still don't know if Juno was a good guy or not. I don't...
Is it possible that that was one of a bunch of different conceivable endings?
Maybe. Yeah, like that's why Nonstop is like bad ending, good ending. I mean,
Right.
it sets the hell up for Banner Saga 3, like I guess, but I don't really I was very confused by the last half hour. I don't know. Like I got everything up to the point where, you know, except that there's one point where I'm like, well, Bulwark is lying in the stones and Ivan's in big trouble and the big worm is coming to get them all, and I'm like, this is Apocalypse. That's basically what we're talking about.
Oh,
Wow.
now we know why there's a third one.
I guess so, yeah. All right, so what was the take from the actors? How'd you feel about these roles, all of them? It was a little disjointed because of the different fights and so forth, which I'll have to consider for future games. But what did you folks think about doing the different voices of these things? Like, well, anything stand out to you one way or the other?
I mean, anything that takes place in kind of a Norse mythology always leaves lots of room for wonderful characters. So that part was really
I really enjoyed the art. I thought the art really brought the characters to life and
Yeah.
like differentiated them and that helped a lot.
Mm-hmm. There were some really cool like transitions
Mm-hmm.
of the art, like the art styles when you were going from one location to another, or like going from the outside snowy areas to inside the cave, or that one scene with the bridge at the very beginning of the game.
Yeah, it was crazy.
So,
yeah.
yeah.
That was actually, I think, maybe the best set pieces where they're just bringing them, and Ivan is bringing up these stones as you're, sort of running away. That was really, really well done. Yeah, I thought, I felt like Banner Saga 1 was a little more coherent than this. This felt a little bit like they were doing a lot of setup for 3, so there are parts where I was kind of like, what, who is going on with where? And it was definitely harder, like, tactically than the first game, for sure.
Yeah.
Right.
I still feel like I don't really understand how to play the game.
Yeah, I mean, like, the armor and the break stuff and the regular
Yeah.
death stuff is interesting, but that last fight with the king and everything else was a little hard to follow.
Yeah, that was a little weird.
Yeah. And of course, the music was on point. Listening to some of it right now with, I'll turn it down a bit, like with Austin Wintory and a lot. So, yeah, but I mean, I obviously enjoyed, there were a couple sessions that were just an absolute riot. I think my favorite was a few sessions ago with Ditch, when like Ditch showed up and just like, oh, Ditch, like the entire sequence was very, very funny. So yeah, I was enjoying that. The question that we're going to have to ask, I'm actually glad the timing of this worked out pretty well because people needed to leave a little early, so that'll be good. But the question I'm going to have to ask for the future is whether chat / the actors want to do the third one of this series, or, as I have been considering the possibility of doing, moving into Apollo Justice. Now, we did, basically going back to the Phoenix Wright series. Now, we did the first 3 of Ace Attorney, and those were great, but we finally, once we finished the third one, we needed to take an extended break because those are kind of a strong flavor. But it has been a pretty extended break now. And that one, the benefit of that is that although there is some investigation stuff, there's not going to be long tactical battles to have to worry about in between things. On the other hand, we are now 2/3 of the way through this story, so we could continue with that too. So I'm curious what chat thinks, but I also want to know what the actors think. Do you folks have a preference one way or the other?
I definitely want to do the third one sometime, but I am in the mood to try something different always.
Okay.
I'm with that
But
too.
I'm not opposed. I'm not opposed if we decide to do the third one. I'm good.
I mean, maybe this will make a lot more sense.
Yes.
Sure, yeah.
What do you think, Russ?
Ace Attorney was good, fun times, and I agree that I definitely want to conclude this, but I wouldn't mind mixing it up in between.
Well, what we could do is we could like sort of do them as a palate cleanser, because it would certainly be a palate cleanser. So we would do Apollo Justice and then come back to Banner Saga 3 and then do the next Apollo Justice. Like that way we don't get too much of any one thing. So we can probably alternate that a little bit. I mean, you folks I was really glad that you were enjoying it too, but I felt a little bit bad that I felt like I was constantly putting you all on hold while I like went and like did some rotary file work. And I was like, man, I can play this on the stream myself or on my own time. I don't want to make you people sit around. But I mean, regardless, there were a lot of sort of good, intense moments. Just that last moment was crazy. I also have to say, obviously these folks are former BioWare people. There's a lot of Mass Effect indoctrination stuff going on with this, like with Bulwark and Bellower, and a lot of that was sort of, I was like, that reminds me quite a bit of that. They need co-op for the next game. Well, yeah, I mean, any kind of co-op turn-based thing is good in my book.
What would be cool is if we could control the characters that we voice act.
Yes. Oh God, I would. That's 100%. I would love that. Yeah, I totally agree. But yeah, I think this very much felt to me like Banner Saga sort of stood on its own. This very much felt to me like part 1 of 2 of like the 2-part closing aspect of the story.
Yeah. So. Well, okay, the timing was really great. I do have to run at this second.
Oh, it's good. That is good. Times. So I will allow you. Want to just talk very briefly, Russ, about where you will be next and all that kind of good stuff?
Come to the Pack Theater in 15 minutes, and I will see you.
All right, boss. And I will see you in a bit. Can you leave your camera up, actually? Because I'm going to close up in like 5 minutes, so that would be good. Totally. Thank you, sir.
Till next time.
I will see you
soon. Zach. See you, Dot.
See you.
Bye, Russ.
Okay, I'm going to unshare, and I'm going to switch you folks.
And so the Gooberman goes.
Bye. Bye, Gooberman. Bye.
Bye, Gooba.
Bye. Okay, there we go. Good stuff. All right, so yeah, so I think we might do that. I think we'll probably move to one of the Apollo Justices next, and then we'll come back to this eventually. So that'll be good stuff. So all right, well, let me go down to the bottom of the column. We did get you folks out of here even a slightly, before Dot needed to go, and even slightly earlier than Zach probably intended. So that's good. That'll give us all time to do work and stuff like that. And then next month we will come back fresh. But I did enjoy quite a bit doing this with you folks. I just felt bad that I didn't have you folks voice acting every second. But the next time we will get more of that in. So Zach, how did you? Where will the fine folks see you next? As if I don't know on these here internet.
I really enjoyed this series. I did not participate in or watch the original playthrough of the first Banner Saga, and I haven't watched any playthroughs or played it myself. So that might be something that I want to do. But I feel like I've played the entire game now, and it's like that's a good benefit of coming to the show. Is like not only do I get to voice stuff, but I think that's a game that I would have wanted to play anyway. So it's nice that I can basically. It's like watching a YouTube series, but it's extremely interactive with people that you like to hang out with. So
very cool.
So yeah, so I'm very happy. I really enjoyed that game. Lots of ideas for D&D were spawned out of that I have yet to use. But
cool.
Yeah, cool.
Yeah. So yeah, the next time you guys will find me on the internet, I may be doing some streams within the next day or two on my own channel, but if at all, it would be unscheduled just because of all school and all my other stuff going on right now. But I believe we have Esper Genesis this Friday, if I'm not mistaken.
Beginning of ArvCon. Yes, you do.
Yes. And yeah, I'm very, very excited for Esper Genesis because we just basically entered into what I'm imagining is going to be a bit of a dungeon crawl. And if it isn't, it's going to be combat anyway. So
yeah, the Undercity of this place. Yeah. It's interesting.
So yeah,
I'm looking forward to that quite a bit too. Well, thank you, Zach. You a great pleasure, and definitely you folks should be following Zach over on his channel. And if he does go live and stream impromptu, you should check that stuff out. And if Dot goes live, impromptu or not, you should follow her anyway because Dot is awesome. Thank you so much for staying a couple of extra hours after your busy day, Dot. It was a pleasure. How'd you feel about stuff, and where will we see you next?
Yep, stuff is good. This is really cool. Like I know I came in like halfway through the game, but I had a great time, and I'm excited to like move into something that I get to start from beginning to end.
Yeah,
like with the crew, that is going to be really fun. So, and then maybe I can remember my voices. That being said, I'm Dot. I'm a digital storyteller and game master. You can find me all over as Little Red Dot, where I build communities where we tell stories together because that's what I like to do. Oh, next place you can see me. You can catch me if I get up tomorrow morning. I'm going to do a recap of my D&D live experience and show you guys some of the swag and stuff. So that'll be like super duper early Eastern Standard Time, but you can watch the VOD. And then let's see, Thursday night you can catch me over on Unmade Gaming's channel playing in a cipher system game called Men of Letters. I play your good old newsy boy set in the 1920s. So if you need some wholesomeness in your life, come on over. And then more importantly, this weekend is MomoCon here in Atlanta, which is our huge like anime and gaming convention, which is cool because I will be streaming live this month. Sunday Fun Day is going to be live from the floor of MomoCon. I'll be renting a rig and I'll be hosting everything from there. So tune into the normal Sunday Fun Day times. I cannot, in fact, drink mimosas out of a jug. I did ask. So I'm going to have to hold on my usual Sunday Fun Day endeavors. But we'll be actually playtesting a new game that hopefully I'll get to talk about a little bit more on our like Dungeon Masters chat.
Nice.
Arv, but it's called The Breakfast Cult. It's a Fate accelerated game that kind of pokes fun at the Breakfast Club. You like play a bunch of high schoolers. Mine, of course, are going to be in detention because why wouldn't they be in detention? And it kind of goes through this little occult academy. So I'm really excited. We're going to be testing that for the first time. And Sunday Fun Days are my community games. So you guys get to play with me.
Those are fun. I've actually had a chance to lurk and watch some of those being played, and those are always a good time. So cool. That's good stuff. And of course, Russ, you've already heard from Russ. You can go over and check him out at this thing that he's currently rushing to. Otherwise, you can also hear Russ and
rushing to.
Rushing to. You can also hear Russ and our friend Story and myself on our occasional improv comedy podcast called The Mep Report, by the way, which has been going since 2005. So it is a very long running show that we did a long time ago before. But in the before times, it was back in the early days of podcasts and stuff like that. But it was a great time, and we still keep up with it. So you can actually find it at mepreport.com if you want to hear more of Russ and me. If you want to hear more of Russ, of course, you can just look around, and he'll be in 6 million Toyota commercials and a bunch of other things that Russ does, because that's the way Russ go.
He's famous.
Because he's famous and all that. But he's good friend, and I'm really happy that he's been able to do this with us. And last but certainly not least, of course, is Rob, and I have no idea what happened with Rob tonight, and so I will just say that GC Darkside Rob, you should follow, and hopefully everything's okay with him, and that's all I'm going to say about that. That's going to do it for me and for the Arvocalists, so I'm going to let them go, and then I will close up shop. Thank you to Russ, thank you so much to Dot, thank you so much to Zach, and I will see all of you fine folks in the Arvocalists next month, but I will see Dot next week for Masters of the Dungeon, and I will see Zach on Friday for Esper Genesis. So thanks, guys, and much love from chat to you folks, and I will see all of you soon.
Bye-bye.
All right, that is going to do it for them as we take care of that. Thank you so much for the follow. I think that's Thoughtmer. Thank you so much for the follow. I appreciate it very much. And let's get rid of that. There we go. And yeah, thanks everybody. This was a good time. I'm glad that we got a nice, just easy 2 hour and 20 minute, roughly speaking, actually just about 2 hours that was left over. So that was good. Oh my God, Brandhauser. Subscribe to Tier 1. Thank you, Brandhauser, for the resub. I appreciate that very much, man. Thank you. Brandhauser, of course, with the bronze, with that coveted bronze sub badge, and other things coming soon. So thank you, Brandhauser. Enjoy the emotes and enjoy all that kind of good stuff. And thank you to all those. We had gotten up to 71, dropped back down to 65. Then a lot of the gift subs dropped off, and we were down to like 41. But we've picked up another 4 or 5 subs today, so we're heading back up in that right direction, which is awesome. Biggest thing that I want to, and Mrs. Dunsel was a part of that today, of course, as well. Biggest thing I want to mention to all of you folks is 2 things. Number 1, of course, don't forget, we've got Jelinek and Icarus Kickstarter coming up on Tuesday, June 11th is when that's going to launch. You can type in !Jelinek, Jellinek, or !Icarus, ICARUS, for more details about that. Also, coming up this weekend is ArvCon, and so the schedule for me is Thursday. We will have Emberwind here. That'll be John Helfers with the Ember crew. So Brahms, Saad, Jen Brozik, and Marie Bilodeau. That's been going really well. And then Friday at 4 p.m. we will start here with Esper Genesis. That will be Cat Rambo, Carlos Hernandez, Cat Rumble, Carlos Hernandez, Johnny Pittman, and Zach Clay, who you just saw. They will be here with me at 8 p.m. So 4 p.m. to 7:30. I think I misspoke. 4 p.m. Is D&D with GOG. So D&D with GOG, Storm King's Thunder, which I played earlier today, with Pyron Jade, Darksaber 2K, Screaming Joypad, and Tasty Chai. Screaming Joypad will not be with us for that one, but the other 3 will, and that will be happening on this coming Friday at 4 p.m. as ArvCon begins. Then at 8 p.m., Esper Genesis with the aforementioned Carlos, Cat, Zach, and Johnny. They will go until midnight, then Eastern's time. Then day 2 of ArvCon, Saturday, we will get started at noon. We'll go from noon to 5 with Adventures in Middle-earth, and that is going to be, of course, Trendane, Will Jones from Encounter Roleplay, Terry Toons, our professional cartoonist, wonderful person, and Mal Omatar, of course, award-winning author. That group, which has been together for a long time, is going to be playing for 5 hours, and that's good because they got a lot of stuff going on in that campaign. So that'll be happening from 12 to 5. Then we will have a half-hour, not a break, but a half-hour gap, and then starting at 5:30, we will have our concert, which will feature 3 performers, starting with Kilgore Trout, a fellow GOG streamer of mine and a professional guitar player and instructor, professional musician. Then Chrono Wolf, Matt Van Roon, who has played at MagFest and a bunch of others. He will be jumping in after about 45 minutes set from Kilgore, and then after he's done, half-hour, 45 minutes, the last set will be Mr. Jordan Indiana Gonzalez, who will be wrapping up our concert, leading off to 7:30, 7:45 or something like that. Then at 8 o'clock, I'm going to announce the final details of this special event, I believe tomorrow or Thursday morning at the earliest. But at the moment, I'm scheduled for the special event to be the Talisman Origins single-player event. But I'm also hoping that I have another tabletop event, which may end up substituting for that, which just started to come into being last night / this morning. So I have to crystallize all of that and make sure that I've got it in place. So I'm not fully announcing the details of that yet, but something is going to happen, so be aware of that. That'll be day 2, Saturday, and then Sunday, last but certainly not least, will be D&D with Infinity and Beyond, starting at noon and running until 9. So we will have 9 hours of amazing D&D content. All of this to benefit the Damon Runyon Cancer Research Foundation. We have numerous corporate sponsors. We have numerous giveaways, raffle items, and all sorts of things. And so please mark your calendars for that, because it's the biggest thing that we've got coming up this weekend. Again, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, starting at 4 p.m. So Emberwind, Thursday at 8 p.m. is when that gets started Eastern, and then Friday at 4 p.m. Eastern, ArvCon Day 1 as ArvCon 2019 begins. Our goal is 3,500 or bust, and I am hopeful that we will be able to get there. But I want to thank everyone for having been awesome tonight and having enjoyed, I hope enjoyed the stream. This was a good time. It was a lot of fun to be able to play through this with these wonderful talented actors and wonderful folks. And I think, as I said, I think Apollo Justice is probably going to be next on the docket. We will see. That is going to lead me to, let me double check and see who we've got here. Let's see. I have not rated this person in a while. Well, actually, let me rate. Okay. This is going to be a good person, I think, to raid. Okay, cool. So I know who we're going to raid. So when we do the raid, it is very simple. Once you get there, you'll be brought over there automagically. Once you get there, if you're not a sub, you're going to do this, which is the Arvanauts have landed, lowercase Twitch, uppercase R, lowercase AID. And if you are a sub, you're going to do this, which the Arvanauts have landed, followed by Arvin E hype, which is like that, the get hyped thing. And again, if you can do that when we arrive in chat, that would be much appreciated. Again, you don't have to stick around for them, but if you can just go and do the raid and say hi, that would be much appreciated. And I think you'll like the person that we're raiding, because I try to find, people that we're going to like to actually raid. So that would be lovely. Exactly as Nonstop just did it. Again, remember to support the stream in the many ways that I've talked about. Following the channel, checking out YouTube with !ArvTube, Discord with !ArvCord, the Twitter with !ArvTweets, of course, the website arvanelleron.com, shop, merchandise area, !ArvShop, Patreon, !ArvTreon, and of course that sub button that several of you used tonight. That is also helpful. Let's continue to move both the Patreon and the subs upward. And most importantly, let's get those calendars marked for Thursday for Emberwind, Friday, Saturday, Sunday for ArvCon, and then Tuesday, June 11th for Icarus and Jelinek. Thanks everyone so much. I hope you enjoyed tonight. It was a fun time, and I will see all of you wonderful people on the flip side, by which I mean on Friday for ArvCon. Thursday back here first, though, for Emberwind. That's going to do it for me. I want to thank everyone who made it an awesome stream tonight. Thank you to Dragonspear for holding down the fort on the mod side of things. Thank you to my wonderful subscribers, Dragonspear Nonstop, Brandhauser, Mrs. Dunsel, and Second OBS. Always a pleasure. Thank you so much for being here. Thank you to my viewers, another TT viewer. Thank you to Aradinel, Avocado Badato. Thank you to Cash Bear, Commander Root, Crit Twitch, Cycle Motion. Thank you to Dr. Laser Falcon. Good job today, Russ. Thank you to Freddy Bot. Thank you to Jagtris, Kika. Thank you to who I think may have just maybe followed tonight. I don't know. Thank you to Lurks. Thank you to Mubot, I guess. Thank you to Marinda. Always a pleasure. Thank you to Mr. Mano. Thank you to Nedved. Thank you to No Name Namer, Politsai, Zastaka. Thank you to Stay Hydrated Bot for, again, always keeping me hydrated. Thank you to you, Christensen. Thank you to V&K. Thank you to the aforementioned Video Store Cowboy. And thank you to Virgo Praz. And especially, again, thank you to Little Red Dot. Thank you to Russ Cooperman. Thank you to Zach Clay for their awesome work today and finishing up the Banner Saga 2, which is now complete. That's going to do it for me. Stick around for the raid. Much love, everyone. Have a good couple of days, and I will see you folks Thursday for Emberwind and Friday for the beginning of ArvCon. Please spread the word about that, too. Until then, everyone be good to each other. Have a good night.
soul sits high and proud. O'er the ground with graves of kings and queens, I'm calling long and loud. Here was the castle of my grand old reign. Here was the fortress of my love. This empty ruin sits in falling rain. It's all been blasted from above. And all my past was just a show. As good as it's been, well, that's the last of it, I'll know. If everything I've gained was going to be lost, why would I risk myself at this cost? And all the speed with which I found your love, well, that's just how fast it's gone away. And in the sky I see a broken dove, and now there ain't no more to say. Although confusion is my constant friend, a friend now isn't so kind. I thought I'd have you until the end, yeah, but having is a state of mind. Look out there, you'll see a cold hard land where sun and peace it used to reign. Without the touch of your guiding hand, well, you know it's never been the same. And all my past was just a show. As good as it's been, well, that's the last of it, I'll know. If everything I've gained was going to be lost, why would I risk myself at this cost? And all the speed with which I found your love, well, that's just how fast it's gone away. And in the sky I see a broken dove, and now there ain't no more to say. Bards and poets sing of sweet regrets. Well, all the same, they've got it wrong. I haven't sucked the sadness in me yet, yeah, but I tell you that it won't be long, long.